HTTV in association with Illingworth and Gregory. Tom, this weekend's match is the Town for All game, where the club supports Kick It Out, Football versus Homophobia, and Show Racism the Red Card. It's important that these matches take place, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think in the world we live in today, I think it's important that we support, all types of it. I think it's important now in the modern era that we all get to grips with everything, and we make sure we have a positive feel about all types. So I think it's great that the Town are doing that. I think it leads as a good example for other teams and other clubs to do that, and in all areas of the country. I think it's a positive thing to move forward and to really drill into people and make sure that everyone's mind's in the right direction.
You've obviously been involved in football for a number of years, and you've got a football background as well. Do you feel like the game's become more inclusive? Yeah,
without a doubt. I think it needed to be, and I think there's been a lot of different active movements to try and do that. I think it can only hopefully get better, and more people see it and recognise it and get behind it and support it. I think it's not only for the football community but everyone in the general public. So I think it's a strong thing that we're trying to move forward, and I think as footballers and as a club, the idols that we can be for people, for kids, like I said, to move forward and make sure that everyone's in the right direction.
Your dad's obviously played in different countries. How does it compare in England to those countries? Has he told you any stories?
I think back in that time, I think a lot of people's minds were quite individualised as far as their point of view and their opinion on it. I'm sure over the time he probably experienced that type of racism or anything like that, and I think, listen, it's never nice. You always hear stories from all types of people's backgrounds of some sort of discrimination or abuse that they've received, and I think it's not a nice thing to hear, not a nice thing to see, and I think it's something that as time's got on and as the game's evolved and as more people have been involved in these type of things, it's got a lot better. So hopefully it stays the same. All we can do is keep pushing it down people's throats as such, and make sure that everyone's thinking in the right way, because it can affect a lot of people, not only us as players but as people in general in the world that we live in. We always want to try and make it the best place for everyone.
Like you say, it's campaigns like this and games like this that Huddersfield Town do to incorporate them all that makes the club so inclusive as a community club.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. I think like I said, it's a good example for everyone to be doing the same thing. All these campaigns that are trying to support, to try and get the best out of people, to try and make everyone's day a better day. And I think for us as players, all we can do is really stamp our authority on that as well. For us to wear it on Saturday and to show our support can change a lot of people's minds, whether their minds are in a different place. So like I said, it's a great campaign to do, a great positive movement to bring, and like I said, we have to keep doing it until we feel that we're in a satisfactory position, that we've made a good change.
You've said it yourself, campaigns like this go a long way. Do you think this is kind of enough to raise awareness?
I don't think it's anything's ever enough. I think all you can do is keep doing it and keep doing it. Hopefully everyone prays one day that it'll never ever happen again, but you can never tell in this world. You can never control people, you can never decide what they're going to say or how they're going to go about it. All we can do is put these campaigns in charge, put the right people behind it to really drive it forward and drive it on top of people's minds. Like I said, hopefully one day the general public and the football world will experience the good side of the world. And I think for us as players, we have to concentrate on football, but when we've got campaigns like that, we have to take our minds off it and realise that it's not all about football, it's about a community and about bringing people together and making sure that everyone's happy.